I do the foreign exchange market. I can trade stocks if I actually want,
Yeah.
because I learned the technical analysis of markets,
Yeah.
of any type of market. It could be a crypto market. I know how to trade a crypto market.
Yeah.
I know how to trade a stock market. I know how to trade a foreign exchange market. I know how to trade. I know how to look at a chart. Everything has patterns. You have patterns.
Yes.
You know, and that's all that life is. It's about patterns.
Yeah.
You know, you want to buy when people are fearful. You know, you want to sell when everybody is on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's greed.
Yeah.
You know, so when everybody was, oh, Bitcoin, 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 boom, and Bitcoin dropped. Then Bitcoin went up again, Bitcoin, and it dropped.
Awesome. So we're live on Adversity Kings. So we got chosen. So first off, how you doing today, bro?
I'm feeling chosen, man.
Let's go. That's awesome. So your full name, your real name?
Malik Blair.
Malik Blair. So the first time we met, I want to say officially, well, technically we met on a FaceTime. Probably like maybe almost, I feel like it was close to a year ago or so.
No. It was
not
actually
that long?
in the summer. It was around April. Almost. April or May. It was in between.
And you were 20 then, right?
Yeah, I was 20.
And you turned?
It was in May.
It was May?
Yeah.
Because your birthday was June?
My birthday was August 25th.
Okay. So you just recently turned 21.
I just recently turned, yeah.
Now, did you grow up in Chicago?
Yeah, from the south side.
South side of Chicago. Now, where is that in reference to like everybody outside of Chicago? Like I grew up like technically in Pittsburgh. You always hear like O Block.
O Block, yeah.
So like where is O Block in reference to the south side of Chicago?
I mean, O Block is a neighborhood that's on the south side of Chicago.
So it's nearby kind of?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. Everywhere within the city is probably 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes it'd be 20.
Dang.
Yeah, everything is like 10 to 15 minutes away.
Okay, that's crazy. Now, Vaughn, was he from O Block?
Yeah, he was from O Block, yeah.
There's a lot of great rappers that have came out of like
O-Block.
Chicago.
Well,
Maybe, I don't know about O Block specifically, but like
Chicago.
you got Lil Durk.
The Dirk, Polo G.
Was G Herbo out of?
G Herbo. What's his man's name?
There's a lot of dark rap too.
Lucid Dreams.
Juice WRLD?
Yeah, Juice WRLD.
Yeah, bro. A lot. And
Yeah.
honestly, you talk about a lot of value and a lot of talent that's come out of that like
Chief Keef too.
for real. But I don't know if this is true, but I heard like Chief Keef like grew up in like a richer area or no, like because I heard like he ain't welcome in O Block.
He's not welcome because he got out first and he did the smart thing. I mean, he got out of the hood and didn't come back. But
Okay,
you know, some people were saying he got too big headed. He wasn't trying to get back money. I don't really know. I'm like an outsider too.
Yes.
Within it.
yes,
But he did grow up in them areas. Like you will see an old picture of him and King Von. You know what I
okay,
mean? Yeah.
dude, that's crazy.
Mhm.
What are people drinking in the O Block, bro? Because there's a lot of great talent. There's a lot of great people. A lot of talent, really, just across the world. I think about just all the individuals. Like I think of like hidden gems, like just people that like nobody would have ever given me an opportunity if I didn't stumble across sales. Like I was just this badass kid, you know what I mean? Just doing bad things with my dreads and just if you would have just looked at me, you wouldn't have wanted to be like affiliated with me. And now you talk 5 years later in the insurance industry, and I just think about like, man, there's a lot of people out there that are just in these pre-assumed areas where you're just like, yo, I ain't gonna affiliate with that dude, or I'm not gonna affiliate with her. She's from O Block, or they're from like the South Side, you know what I mean? Or like where I grew up, like Jeanette, Greensburg, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna know about them, but like even my boss, you know what I mean? Like Simon, he grew up in the Yo, like Youngstown. So I don't know, like Polo G, I think he got a verse about the Yo. He's like, I keep the 9 on me when I go through the Yo, or something like that. One of them songs.
Where's that at?
Youngstown, Ohio. So like that had one of the highest murder. I think it's per capita, right? The highest murder rates per capita. Back in the day was Youngstown, Ohio. Like it was crazy out there. So you grew up in the South Side.
South side of Chicago, yeah.
Now your parents, did they grow up there together? Your parents, did they grow up?
Well, my mom, she was actually raised in California.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was actually born in Chicago. I moved to California at like 5.
Yeah.
Lived in California from 5 years old to 8.
Yeah.
And then moved back to Chicago, and I've been in Chicago ever since. You know, from I was on the east side, so like 71st and South Shore. Then I moved to Hyde Park, and I went to Hyde Park for really most of my, growing up.
Is that the South Side, Hyde Park?
Yeah. It's the South Side, but it's not like a quote unquote ghetto area.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then what did your parents do? How'd they come to meet one another? And then did they stay together? Are they still together?
No, they're not together.
Okay. So what did they do? How'd they meet? You know what I mean? Like, what were they doing?
So actually, my dad, he actually started becoming a business owner when he was like 19, 20. He started actually selling beepers.
Okay.
All right, those are like phones basically. So he started
Like the
selling
pagers?
yeah, pagers.
Yeah.
Yep. So he actually started selling pagers, and then he had got a business partner. That name was Victor, and that was my mom's brother.
Yeah.
So my mom I think 8 years younger than him.
Yep.
Right. So like my dad would see her sometimes when my uncle and him would do business.
Yeah.
You know. So then when she was like 17, you know, her and my dad started messing around.
Yep.
And then I mean, they had a kid, I believe, at 23 or
Yep.
25, and that was my older brother.
Yep.
Yep. And then after that, they had me at like my mom was, I think, 30 when she had me.
Okay.
My dad was older, around like probably 39, 40.
And then that's when, and then you guys moved to Cali when you were 5. So she was like 35, and then you came.
That was my mom. My mom, my mom, and my brother, we moved to Cali.
Yeah.
When my mom and my dad broke up, because that's
Okay.
where my mom's family is there in California.
Okay. Now she's still in Cali?
No. She's actually here now.
Okay, but
Yeah.
they're still they're separated. But who are you closest with? Your mom or your dad?
My mom, but I have a very good relationship with both of them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think like are some of the most valuable things you learned from your parents? Because obviously, you know, you're 21 now, but entrepreneurship started for you when?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah. Be honest.
Man, entrepreneurship started for me, man. When I first came back around like 10, 11.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the power balances when people used to have
Yeah.
them,
The
power
little
balances.
yeah.
Right. So my dad, he actually caught the wave, you know, before it became super duper
Yeah.
trendy. So we used to go to like the flea market and, you know, we used to sell them, man. And I
Yeah.
was one of the best salesmen. And I was only like 10, 11 years old. So I was making very, very good money at the flea market. And after that, I got paid so much from him, I went and purchased my own power balance, and I started selling them myself.
Yeah.
And I would, you know, work for that weekend and make like $500 or $600
Yeah.
in like a weekend. So that's when my entrepreneurship started. And after that, created a clothing line and all.
Where did that influence come from? Like, was it from your dad,
From
obviously?
My dad, he was hustler, man.
Yeah.
Hustler.
And that was it just you watching, or was he teaching and like role playing and going over? Like, were you reading?
Both.
Like, okay.
Both. Because he used to be selling. He had shown me how to sell.
Yeah.
You know? And I honestly think before that, I was selling like water bottles. Like we'd go, he was always a hustler. So like, let's say
Yeah.
for instance, the Bulls won the championship. You know, he would get thousands of shirts made, go outside the Bulls stadium and go sell them shirts.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how he'd make his money. He was always a hustler. Never worked a job. He
Yeah.
was gonna find a way to make some money.
Yeah. Definitely sounds like my dad too. Like, just always hustling.
Mhm.
Always hustling. And then, so like skills from your dad. So the sales, the communication, just kind of that entrepreneurship and that professionalism. What about like from your mom? Like, what else? Like, what other things are you getting from your parents growing up? What did that look like?
So what I would say, man, from my mom, she gave me the nutrient. Is that the right word?
Nurture?
Nurture.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, she gave me the good nurturing, man. Of keeping me in the right neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, keeping me away from the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing I give all the respect, all the gratitude.
Now, was that
to my
hard
mom.
for her? Because you're like so close to it. I feel like even me, like, you know, like I was kind of like low key in the streets a little bit for, you know what I mean? For a little bit, maybe not to the extent of like full, like quote unquote, like O block, you know what I mean? If you want to put it out there like that, but like, how did they keep you from that, or how'd she keep you from that?
So I was never in the streets. Like I never gang bang, nothing like that. Because I always played sports. I played baseball.
Yeah.
So that's literally what I was in, like day and night. I'm at practice. I'm practicing after.
Yeah.
I'm practicing before and after school. So she really just put me in good communities, bro.
Yeah.
So like she moved us out of Chicago when I was 5. We came back. We was in like a bad neighborhood, but then we moved to High Park, which is a very good neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I went to schools all in those communities.
Yeah.
You know, she kept me at a nice church where I was able to, you know, meet a lot of good people. I went to a park district where that was like the ground roots for me, because I was able to make so many connections outside of just the Park District, which able to get me into baseball, and meet some people that really been able to help me out.
Who's your favorite baseball team?
The Cubs, where they were, but
shit.
I mean, since I became like a full-time entrepreneur outside of baseball,
Yeah.
I haven't watched that much baseball.
Yeah, nothing. There's no time to do really anything outside of whatever it is you're pursuing. So, who is your current baseball, like your favorite baseball team?
My favorite, I mean, I'm a love my city, bro. Always. So
yeah.
It's either the Cubs or the White Sox. I know people from Chicago, they're gonna say, you gotta choose one. I don't really care. I mean, if you're from Chicago, I'm gonna support you because that's where I'm from,
Yes. And
both of those two teams are from Chicago.
That's one of the first things I did when I got here. I think some of our more successful weeks, I went out and got myself a White Sox jersey. I don't even know the dude's last name. I think it's an Asian dude. Mikado or something. I don't know.
Oh, Mikado,
I think so.
Yeah.
And then obviously I had to get I got for Simon, my business partner now, but I got him a Jordan, like a veteran, like crazy, like decked out Jordan jersey, sweet as hell. So who's your favorite like baseball player as we're talking on baseball and kind of how that influenced you?
Favorite baseball player, man. It would have to be Miguel Cabrera.
Who's he play or who did he play?
I don't know if he still plays for the Detroit, but he used to play for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
And I mean, his swing was just so smooth.
Yeah.
But if I could say my best when I was playing baseball was Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
I don't know if you know who Mike Trout is.
I know who Mike Trout is. What did he play for the Angels?
He played for the Angels, center.
And then I think of, obviously we probably didn't neither of us watched him, but Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, yeah.
Bro, you ever watch any like 30 for 30s on him or anything like that? Just breaking the bats over his head, like playing football and then going and playing baseball. Talk about an athlete. Now, who put you on to baseball? Was it your dad?
Actually, that's why I say my roots was built at Kenwood Park. That's where was my after school program.
Yeah.
And the counselor there, he told me to play baseball. He had got a connection. He got me inside of a league called High Park Legends.
Yep.
And that's how I got introduced to baseball. Now, I was playing baseball when I was a kid, like 5. But when I moved to California, I played no baseball at all.
Yeah.
So,
And then when you came back, you got back into baseball.
And
that was around 10.
That was around 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I had like a late start to baseball.
Yeah.
I didn't have a late start, but I wasn't like the High Park Legends League. It wasn't developed enough. You know what I mean? There were kids that were playing, but they weren't like super, super serious.
Yeah.
I wish I was in another program, where I was able to get more pro training.
Yeah, absolutely. What position did you play?
I was a catcher.
Catcher?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. So was there anything cool about obviously catching or anything like that? Like anything that like stood out to you that was like, bro, I love this. This is what I got to focus on. Like
More
where
so
do I
hitting.
see myself going?
More so hitting. I loved hitting.
Yeah.
I love hitting like the baseball, bro. That's honestly my favorite thing to do. But catching was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was okay, bro. I really love hitting the ball.
Hitting the ball.
Yeah. I really love hitting the ball, bro.
Now, did you play for your high school team then too?
I played for my high school team. I was on varsity my freshman year. I was on and off on varsity my freshman year.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, I was on varsity. Junior year on varsity.
Now, what high school did you go to?
Kenwood Academy.
Kenwood Academy. Is that high school still around? Like,
yeah.
Is that down?
We actually just won city, bro. Football.
For real?
Yeah.
So that's now. Are they they have really good sport programs then, like for football, baseball?
So now they're actually up and coming.
Okay.
A couple years ago, man, I would never think Kenwood will win a football city championship.
Yeah.
And I was on the phone.
Are there divisions for your guys' stuff? So are you guys in a bigger division or a smaller division?
We're in 4A. We're a very, very big school. So we're in the highest
I think my school was in
division.
5A. I don't know if it's like the same deal, but I was obviously expelled, so it don't even matter.
So I think 4A is most definitely the highest one.
Okay.
I think 5A it went lower. 3A, 2A, 1A.
Yeah.
Those are smaller schools.
Yes. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. So you guys are 4A school. So what was the graduating class?
It was like 500 or 600.
Yeah, that's like the same size. Yeah.
Yeah. 500 or 600.
Yeah.
We had a total of Around 2,000 students.
So any of your friends go to the league or anything?
I actually got baseball or basketball.
Baseball, basketball, football, anything?
Friends or people that went to that school.
Maybe a combination of both.
Okay. I know a player that plays for the Lakers now. His name is Taylor Horton Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go to school with
I'm
him.
supposed to be going to a Lakers game in January, and we were talking about the stadium changing.
Yeah. Crypto.com, man.
That's gonna be nuts.
That's gonna be super nice.
So like, if anybody has any cryptocurrency, they should just sit on it until that stadium's built.
I would say, yeah. Go fill up on as much crypto.com as you can.
Is that an actual coin?
Yeah.
So crypto.com is a coin. Like Dogecoin is a coin, or like
are you
it's
saying a coin, but it's not like a quarter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, obviously.
Right.
But it's something you could invest into as a crypto.com coin. It's kind of like a Doge.
Yeah, so
right?
go on crypto.com, and then what you can do is actually buy a crypto.com coin on the app.
So you're technically like not only invested into the coin, but the stadium too, because they're kind of like, I would imagine, like paralleled.
Exactly.
Like the value with that would be like paralleled. So who's the dude that plays for the Lakers?
Taylor Horton Tucker.
Okay.
Yep, this is second or third year.
Was he younger or older than you?
Same age.
Dang. So y'all went to school together then?
He went to Simeon. I went to Kenwood.
Okay.
And I knew him through like mutual friends.
Yep.
But yeah, when I first met him, like he knew who I was. I didn't really know who he was like that.
Yeah.
But you know, just mutual friends and like stuff, man, you know. And then also a dude named Ayo DeSumo.
Yeah.
He's on the Bulls.
Okay.
Yeah. He went to Morgan Park. I knew him when we were super duper young, man. When we were in elementary school.
Yep.
He went to Beasley. I went to Murray, and we know each other through like my cousin is his best friend.
Yeah.
So that's how we know each other, you know. But
what are some of the best experiences you had growing up? And they don't have to just be learning experiences, but obviously kind of tailored to that as well, like learning and just experience, like just lessons that you've learned up into this point.
I would say baseball. Baseball gave me the most. Baseball gave me the most. Just man attributes that I could have within my life.
Yep.
Because baseball taught me that, you know, the world does not care how you feel. You know, you be crying and all that stuff. It don't care. Because my sophomore year, I worked probably, I thought like the hardest ever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I was hitting every single day,
Yep.
working out the most, doing everything. Because that was my first year of varsity. I was just trying to go crazy, man. And I got into the season, bro, and did horrible. You know what I mean? Like, was not hitting the ball at all, striking out, everything. Like, it didn't add up, you know? And I always thought that, I'm going to reap what I sow. Like, the world owes me. I have to, you know, get the results because I practice, you know? But it just really showed me the difference in between practicing and game situations. And it just taught me, because I used to be crying and like, man, why me? I work harder than everybody. Even the best players, even some of the best players knew I worked way harder than them. Literally. But you know, just some people, they just got that talent, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just gotta just keep going.
Where'd this drive come from though? Like, where did you get the heart and the drive to like outwork everybody? Because obviously a lot of success and a majority of success just corresponds with your ability to have that drive to outwork people, but to persist, not to quit. Because a lot of people, they'll work real hard, but they'll do it for a day or a week or a year, or maybe even 5 years and 10 years. But it's kind of like that book, 3 Feet from Gold, where it's like you don't even realize, you know, you might be 10 years in, but you were one day away from striking gold and hitting like millions or going to the league or whatever it might be. So like, where did this drive come from?
Man, in all honesty, bro, I would say the drive came from, you know, just my family. My grandma, you know, she showed me a lot of love. She helped me feel, you know, special. You know, and I believe that's what helped me, you know, believe that I am God's chosen.
Is that your mom's mom or your dad's mom?
That's my dad's mom.
Okay.
You know, but I was really, really loved. And my dad really he taught me the work ethic, man. My dad, when I was younger, I would always say he could be on his deathbed. He's still gonna be on it, trying to make some money, you know. And he made me work for everything. I never just got anything. If I wanted to, and he had money to go buy me all the nice shit, the top shoes, everything. He made me work for everything, bro. So that's what gave me really the work ethic. It's like, I'm not gonna be given nothing. I'm not gonna be given this, you know, certain starting position. I'm not gonna be given this money. I have to go out and make it happen.
Absolutely.
So that's something that I could pinpoint and say, you know, that's where I got my drive from. And I got it from God, man. I'm God's chosen. I honestly believe it. So
love that. And where did chosen come from again? Was it from your grandma?
No, chosen just came from
you felt
divine.
Yeah.
Divine.
Now, how old
yeah.
were you when you like felt like, oh man, this is what I'm like?
So actually, I got a
my
tattoo.
alter ego.
I got a tattoo right
Yes.
here.
Oh yeah, you told me this story when we were eating.
Yeah, man. It was my first tattoo. I got it when I was, I think, 17 years old. It was for my 17-year-old birthday.
Yep.
And I don't even remember telling the guy I want chosen one. And I don't know why I would even get chosen one.
Yep.
I guess it was just a feeling. And ever since I got the tattoo, you know, I just started going with it. Chosen one, chosen one, chosen one.
Yep.
And I just have been going with it ever since, bro. I haven't just.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. So from there, obviously the discipline from baseball, but like, were there any like other valuable lessons you think that stood out from your dad teaching you sales, your mom nurturing you, your grandma supporting and loving you, but like any crazy experiences, funny, anything that like you feel like this is something I want to share with my kids because I want them to come back, listen to this and be like, yo, that's hilarious, or like, yo, that's really cool, or you know what I mean? Like anything else you want to extract before we move into like the future.
So I want to first talk about something more like serious.
Yeah.
Something that was like unconscious. Like my mom was unconsciously saying every day before I went to school to always be a leader, never be a follower.
Yeah.
She would always say it. Don't be no follower. Every single day before I walked to school, because I used to have to walk to school because I live so close. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, what I mean to tell you, like literally, that is it. That is really what helped me, I believe, build the confidence of being a leader and going out on my own. Because, you know, what we don't really understand is that words are spirit. And every day she was speaking those words over me. And that's what really, I honestly believe, give me the confidence and gave me the confidence to believe I'm a leader.
So
you know?
fire.
And then
so your grandparents on both sides got to be, both your parents sound so solid. Your grandparents got to be solid then.
they were solid.
Like so like because I think of like a pit bull, you know what I mean? Like a pit bull is gonna get a bad rep, just because people are gonna assume like it's a bad fighting dog, it's just gonna try to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there aren't bad dogs, there's just bad owners. And you know, it sounds like your owners, your parents, they just raised up like this phenomenal young man, this leader, entrepreneur, just self-made everything. And so it's like, obviously it's not self-made because you had such great leadership coming up. So I'm thinking like, well, where did that start from? And I'm like, okay, well now I'm like curious on like, what skills were your grandparents teaching your dad and then your mom's side, like her grandparents. So it's like, you know, I think of your grandma already, you're talking about how encouraging she was to you. So like, I can see her now like encouraging your dad and like kind of like vision casting, like, hey, look, you're going to be successful. You're going to have a beautiful family. You're going to raise successful children. And so like from what you know, like, is that kind of line up?
Yeah. I mean, my grandfather was a business owner also.
Yeah.
He sold insurance.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, he was very, very
your
big
dad's
in
dad?
Chicago. Yeah, he was very, very big for selling insurance.
Let's go.
In Chicago, bro. So
let's go. You're gonna have to follow in his footsteps a little or something.
Nah, facts. Yeah, nah, man. He was
now,
is
he still around?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
He just has a condition,
yep,
you know, where he doesn't remember that much.
Is it dementia or Alzheimer's?
Dementia.
So my pap just passed away. My mom's dad just passed away from early onset Alzheimer's. I think it was in June. So,
early what?
Early onset Alzheimer's. So
what's onset?
So I don't know the medical terminology, but I know Alzheimer's is essentially where you like basically don't remember anything. You know what I mean? So it's the higher level of dementia. So he developed dementia years ago, and then it evolved into Alzheimer's where you basically forget everything. And so so your body starts to erode, and he had just passed away this year. Yeah, because you feel like neurologically you're just essentially you're like non-existent here.
Yeah.
So with your brain not functioning, imagine like your phone battery on 1%. You know how it'll start fidgeting and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's kind of like what your body, like because the brain is the engine. It's the core to everything. So once that goes, everything slowly goes as well.
Damn.
So that's what. And I think Alzheimer's not. I don't know, obviously, because you have to, you know, from looking within. Like I wonder what that's like from within, but like from without, like just seeing how painful it was to my mom, because like both my parents being in jail and everything, like me and my sister, I think we're closest probably to one another, and then maybe my mom, and then probably my dad. But other than that, like that's pretty much it. Like we're probably the closest we got is like me, my mom, and my sister for like relationships. So it's like I think the hardest thing was seeing the toll it took on my mom, because it wasn't a real hard, you know what I mean? I haven't really lost anybody crazy close to me. I don't know. I think you lost your brother.
My brother.
Yeah. So like even that, I want to learn, like, you know, how you get, because everybody talks about, you know, stoicism and philosophy. I'm a big believer in studying and believing in it, and trying to be proactive as best we can for life. But like I think of that and I'm like, dude, with Alzheimer's, and probably like with what you experienced with dementia with your pap, where it's like, yo, it's hard to watch, you know, your family hurt from seeing them forget stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, so I never really had like a super strong relationship with my grandfather.
Yeah.
Even before. So
Yeah.
it didn't hit me that. It didn't hit me that hard.
Yeah, same.
So, you know, but I honestly can feel like my auntie, she you know, she definitely feels a lot, but you know, I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah.
You know, what I just try to do is stretch my memory every single day.
Yeah.
So if I don't remember something, I'm not gonna tell somebody to remind me. I'm gonna sit there until I remember it.
Yeah.
Literally. You know. But yeah, man, because that's something that I don't want.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And,
absolutely. And a lot of things are linked to, like, I've put a lot of emphasis this last month on my diet, you know, and I'm like down like 12 or 14 pounds, and I'm doing zero cardio. So before, I'd do like cardio like 3-4 days a week, you know what I mean? Like maintain six pack and everything. That's always been like, yo, I'm going to maintain a certain level of physique, but like now my mental clarity, my physique and everything like that. And the more I study about health, it truly is less external on what you're doing on the outside, and truly it's what you're doing on the inside. It'd be like having a Lamborghini and having a Honda engine in it. You know what I mean? Or like having a Lamborghini and then you're putting like the regular fuel in it. It's, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to do that. You're going to have a special fuel. You got to do the highest level of octane to get the highest amount of like output, or it's going to break down. You know what I mean? So like, dude, it's been killer for me this last month, but it also, a lot of that stuff links to like, you know, neurological, like, you know, just malfunctions and just that disease and that deterioration is like what we're eating. It's kind of like the compound effect with like investing, where things just over time, same deal with what we're eating. Like I was reading the other day, like visceral fat is worse than subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is like the fat under our skin. The visceral fat develops around our organs, and it's actually becoming more deadly than alcoholic fatty liver disease. So like it, you know, when people get liver replacements, your liver is like your filter for all of like the things that you're consuming. And I'm reading, I'm like, dude, this is crazy, because it's like you would figure like alcohol should kill like way more people than anything in the world, but it's actually sugar. So like the high fructose corn syrup in our Gatorade, like I love Gatorade, so I'm talking about what I like because I freaking love sweets, bro. Like probably like I love sweets, dude.
I love cookies,
dude.
A lot.
So bro, so when we're consuming this high fructose corn syrup, it's the amount of sugar going directly through the filtration system through your liver. It's actually developing visceral fat, and that fat is developing around your organs. So now
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather on my mom's side, so my mom's dad, this man has had, like, he's done everything.
Yeah.
Everything under the sun, as the Bible said. Like,
yeah.
He was in the World War, I think, 3 or 2.
Yeah.
He was
World War 3.
he was in World War 2.
Yeah.
He was he did so many things with, you know, females, just did everything.
Yeah.
And he's 92, walking around good.
Dog. So some people, you just got crazy genetics.
Yeah.
Like, because you're going to hear about people all the time where you're going to hear the person's like, if you want to live to 100, you better eat just salad. Then you're going to have the dude that's like, yo, I've eaten whatever I've wanted, and I smoke a cigarette for breakfast. And they're like 105. They look good. They're pumping. They're like, yeah, I had a great grandfather that was kind of like that. My mom used to take care of him, and he was like 95, and I'd come over, he'd just be like BS and like talking shit on all of us. He'd be like, hey, little fat ass, you know what I mean? and I wasn't even fat, and he was in okay shape, but I mean, he's 95, able to walk around. He's like telling me like, yo, you better be doing your push-ups. He'd be flirting with girls, like, because I used to work for him. He was a business owner.
Yeah.
And he would pay me like $25 for like a week, dude. Like I was like 10. No, I swear to God, dude. And like girls would come in, and they'd be like asking about the products. He had a warehouse for like furniture,
right.
And he'd be all in his old ass voice. He'd be like, "Yeah, honey, you can get that office chair, and I might let you sleep with me tonight." I was like, "Damn, this dude got game." And they would like chuckle, because like, how are you gonna like tell an old dude to like shut up. You know what I mean? Like he's 95. Like, you want some of this wrinkly ball? You're like,
Oh my
like, what are you gonna say? Like, shut up, old man. Like he's not. Like he's like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, that dude's about to die. I might as well just let him.
You know what that makes me think of though? Like, it really makes me think that all is mind.
Yeah.
You know, like everything is really in the mind, and like because I'm a pescatarian.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I've really been trying to do that, dude. Eating a little less red meat. I've really been. You feel so much better. Just the clarity as well. But I love. My goal is to like have like a ranch or something where like I can see, because I don't really trust. It's not really. Yeah, it is. It's a lack of trust in like the government and everything like that. Like I want to see my shit get made.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I don't like. You know what I mean? They offering cheeseburgers and donuts for people to take this shot. That's cool and all. I'm not anti-vaccine, but like I want to see what the hell it is and what are we putting in my body.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like, wow, I want to like have my own livestock and everything like that, where it's like, I'm not trying to be a cowboy and all, even though I grew up in the South, but like, yo, I need to see my food. You guys over here doing all these MSGs and shit.
Right.
Like, I need to see this.
Putting damn steroids inside the chicken and stuff.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. So I mean, my biggest thing that I would say is for people to study themselves.
Yes.
More so than studying like.
You can't do what everybody else is doing.
You never, because it's like, okay, we got that situation, then we got this situation. It could be a person living good, eating good, working out.
Yes.
He may pass away before the person is doing whatever. So it's like,
or might be fat as hell and like eating some crazy diet. Like, you know what I mean? I've looked at people and be like, bro, why are you eating like that?
Right.
You still look like shit. You know what I mean? Like you eating salad like all day and you look gross. You can barely like walk. You know what I mean? Your breathing's hard. Yeah. So it's definitely, you got to study yourself. And that goes for business, that goes for life, that goes for your dieting. But I think it's always going back to your core, your engine. What's the engine of your business? What's the engine of your relationship? And it all comes back to your leading yourself, your self-engine. And so that's why I'm constantly analyzing, my engines. You know what I mean? I think some people would call it like chakras and different things like that. I think it's, your mind, your body, and your spirit. So it's like, how's your mental engine? Like, what are you doing to enhance and evolve and develop and grow your mind and your brain? And then your spiritual, I think, is, probably most important, honestly. And that would be the emotional stability. So like, and we'll jump into it if you feel comfortable with it, like dealing with loss. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you have the spiritual stability? You and I are big into faith. You know what I mean? So it's like, I believe in Jesus. You believe in Jesus. It's something we get into daily is the Bible. And for those listening, I literally, whatever you believe in, I'm just glad you believe in something.
Yeah.
I'm just expressing what we believe in on the pod. Right. And then third, I think, is body. But speaking on spiritual stability, speaking on loss, what's your advice on that and staying whole and finding a way to keep pushing?
My best advice, bro, is to honestly just transmute the situation that's going on.
Yeah.
So when my brother passed, I had to transmute my mind. I mean, granted, I have one mindset over here that's saying, bro, your brother was 30 years old. He passed away from a 1 out of 1,000 type of cancer at that age. It was a 1 out of 1,000 chance he would have caught it. And then, and just looking at the bad side of things, like, oh man, they may run in my blood, or like, oh, what is life if I'm gonna pass away at this age, and my brother didn't do bad to nobody. There's people out here done way worse stuff and he passed away. I can look at it from that perspective, or I can look at it from another perspective and say, okay, I've gained an angel on the spiritual realm that can help me out, if I get into a situation.
Yeah.
I have a motivation to get up every single morning to, do the things that my brother wanted to do if he was still here.
Yeah.
I have the burning desire of, raising my nephew up to, be the man that my brother want him to be.
Yeah.
So it's honestly a thing of transmuting your mindset from one thing to another. I love the word mindset because it is your mind and you have to set it.
Yeah.
Period. So somebody have a broke mindset or a rich mindset. It's whatever they set their mind on.
Yes.
So that would be my best advice on handling.
You can't really prepare for death.
Nah.
Right? You can't prepare for major losses either.
Same way you can't prepare for having a baby. You don't know.
Shit, dog. I be telling these, I got so many young people that work here, and I'd be like, please wrap it up, please. They'd be like, Tristan, no. I'm like, all right, just know what you potentially are bringing into this world, man. And it's so much more than people take into consideration. Like, you talking about a few seconds of feel good for a lifelong of responsibility.
Contract.
A contract, dog.
I call it a contract because that's
you just
everything. Yeah.
18 years, dog. You
Yeah.
talking about Kanye? You said 18 years. What's that verse? You got the Kanye's out of Chicago.
Yeah. Yep. Kanye is out of Chicago
What
too.
the hell did y'all do to him, bro? Y'all messed him up. He's a genius.
I don't think we messed him up. I think
the system
messed him up.
Dude,
you know?
what are your thoughts?
I don't even think he's messed up.
I don't think so. I think he's a genius.
I think he's just on a different plane. You know,
yes.
There are multiple planes.
Absolutely.
And he's on a
different vibration, just something else. Yes.
Exactly.
What is your thoughts on the media and like Hollywood and like you hear things of like Illuminati and like just there's a lot of things that are weird, you know what I mean? I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I think about that and I'm like, yo, what is out there? Like who's out there controlling and influencing and how does that affect our society?
So I actually have a mentor. Well, I have a spiritual advisor. You could say that is really a conspiracy theorist, what people call him. But I mean, he's on a different plane of thinking. But you know, I don't trust anything that the internet says.
Me either, dog. You gotta do your own research.
Facts. I don't trust anything that social media says.
Yep.
I don't trust anything that the TV says.
Yeah.
Because they put on there what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Think about if you have a business, you're not gonna want people to see things that's gonna jeopardize you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want them to see things the way you want them to see it.
Political positions are almost like, you know, irrelevant to the extent of like now their power and how they're able to, I think, lead and inspire and influence is through media. Whatever they're portraying through Instagram, Facebook, through whatever old people watch the news, because you don't watch the news, do you? I don't watch the news.
No, I don't watch
right?
the news.
But like the things that we are seeing is like Instagram and the stories and just things that are in the way of our business because we run our businesses through social media. So it's like, but that's how you lead. That's how they're leading and getting people to believe in certain different things and politically influencing people to the best of my knowledge. I'm not smart at all when it comes to politics, nor do I care to be. I just want people to be safe and happy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like if people go out, make their own money, make their own decisions and be safe and happy.
Right.
But I feel like the biggest thing is like, bro, they're killing this social media. Just like, bam, do this, bam, do that. And it's like, it's so polar opposite that it's disgusting. Like, you know, where people are so polar right or they're so polar left where they're like, you know what I mean? Like both sides are just like, it's like, you can't even affiliate with one side without being like, bro, like that's just too much. You know what I mean? Like it's just too much. And I don't know, like what your thoughts are on like all of that. And I think about that and you know what I mean? The theorists and all this shit. It's like, it's crazy.
Right.
To me, it's just crazy. What do you think?
The mind is all, man.
Right.
However people want to take it, they take it that way.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people, man, where they don't care about scrolling on social media all day.
Yeah.
And I saw people like myself that does not want to do the scrolling, that does not want to be in other people's business because it can affect my mind. You know what I mean? So I believe it's mind is all, man. Yeah. Some things are gonna trigger one person, some things are gonna trigger another. But I would just say to just follow, you know, the goals that you have for your life and have your Instagram pertaining to the goals that you want within your life. Yeah. You know, but just like they say, man, you can't make the horse drink the water. You know, you can lead him to the water, but you can't make the horse drink the water.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
facts. So since graduating, what all have you done entrepreneurial wise or just even job wise? Like what does life look like from 18 or your graduation up until now?
So I actually graduated 2018.
Yep.
Immediately after that, I went to college for baseball.
Yep.
Right. But I was losing the passion for baseball more so my senior year. Yeah. In high school. You know, my freshman year, like when was that? That was after winter break. Yeah. I went back home, was trying to make some money, you know, so I actually worked for it wasn't a job where I had like a W-2. Yeah. It was just on some, hey, come work here, I'll give you money out of my pocket. Yep. It was like a clothing store. And man, he was paying me $50 for a whole day at work. And bro, and there was just no money. Damn. I was like, man, this work and stuff is not for me at all. Yeah. So after that, because I had a clothing line before that. So my senior high school I had a clothing line, but I stopped that because baseball got too much on me. Yep. I didn't have the money to invest. So I was with my dad and I met a gentleman. He came in to get some signs for my dad because my dad makes signs and banners. Yep. And
does he have that for sign shop?
No,
the signs for you shop?
No, but he does have a sign shop.
Okay.
Right? But I met a gentleman there. He did taxes.
Yep.
And I was like, bro, I want to learn how to do taxes. So he was like, come to my office at this time, blah blah blah. So I went to the gentleman's office and I started learning about taxes.
Yeah.
That year, but I never like actually did them. I was out like marketing inside of the laundry mess for him.
Yep.
So that was my first like entrepreneurship. Then I got put on with Forex with I Am Academy.
Yep.
When I was that was in January 9th, like I signed up with that.
Yep.
So and then I didn't really start taking it serious to when I stopped baseball.
Yep.
And I was in like March or April of 2019.
So March of 2019, and then what are we way past March 20? So you're coming up almost 3 years in the Forex.
Yeah.
So and taxes too. Now you
4 years for taxes.
Now do you have a CPA or you just make tax recommendations?
No, I'm a certified tax agent.
Okay.
For the IRS.
So is that CTA? And how would that separate you from a certified public? Like like when I utilize individuals for taxation, it's always a CPA for the business. So obviously, is there a difference?
CPA, they have their hands in like accounting.
Yeah.
More so stuff like that. They went to college for it.
Yeah.
I didn't go to college for mine, but anyone can become a certified tax agent, literally.
So that certification, is that something you get through the state, and is it like an online course?
The IRS. You just go on the IRS and type in how to be a taxpayer, and you got to get certified.
Okay.
But you don't have to get certified. I know people that's not even certified, and they still make money.
Yeah.
It's just about doing somebody taxes and saying, hey, I did your taxes, come pay me.
Yeah.
You get your money.
So, and then when you're doing individuals' taxes, like putting that all together, how long does that take to put somebody's like
taxes?
If I handed you our book of business and we process over we're gonna process over probably $4 or $5 million. You know what I mean? This year, actually probably closer to $3 or $4 million.
Mm-hmm.
I swear for the CPAs, when they're going through this and they're going through the write-offs, they're going through legal loopholes and certain things like that, it's like a good amount of time to put that all together. Yeah. Now, does it obviously vary for the people that you're working with?
It definitely varies, man, because you have some people, they're very, very simple. They're low income and they have a W-2. All you come in is type in what they got and put their socials of their kids on there and put their social on there.
Oh, they're looking for help with the tax return and certain things like that.
Right.
So so are you more or less working with the W-2 people, or like 1099 where you're helping them actually truly file for write-offs and file their taxes?
Both.
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay.
I help people out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. So that's really dope. And so you've been doing that for 4 years. So I mean, you started that at 17?
Yeah, at 17 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's insane. And then the next is the Forex. Now, how does that because my buddy, he day trades through I don't know any of it, stocks or something, but he made like $100,000 or something, saved up $100,000 liquid, all that, since we graduated high school, and that was probably a year or so ago. So he's probably made a lot more than that since then.
And when he start trading, you said?
Probably right after we graduated high school. So that was probably late 2017.
Okay. 2017.
And so probably by 2020, 2019, he probably had 100 racks. Trying to get him on here too, but then he got into does that and then real estate too.
Oh wow. That's
now,
big time.
With Forex, what is the difference between Forex and day trading?
No, so it's the same thing. Day trading is just meaning that you're trading every day.
Yeah.
So you come on the screen, you look at the charts, and you make your prediction on that day.
Yeah.
And you can invest at a certain point, and you can get out whenever you want to. Right?
So where does the money do you just click buy in and plug your debit card in, or
so you load up your trading account and you have something that's called a broker.
Yeah.
And the broker is where you can buy, where you can sell from. So,
now, is that like Wolf of Wall Street, those people, those brokers? No.
No. That's a right. Yeah. See, that's a brokerage, right? That those people were working at, and they were trying to get people to buy certain stocks.
Yeah.
I don't do that type of
But does somebody manage those funds like there's online brokers then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
and then that's how you guys are trading through Forex?
Yeah, but nobody is calling me and you should actually get this. No, it's more so me looking at a chart, I'm seeing a pattern, and I'm making a prediction on where the market is going to actually go.
So why do Forex opposed to whatever, like I don't know, what would the other one be? Just the, you know what I mean, trading within, because it's foreign exchange, correct? So why not do like domestic exchange, like the
That's
companies
stocks.
here, like the stocks,
That's
right?
stocks, yeah.
Do you do both, or do you just do?
I do the foreign exchange market. I can trade stocks if I actually want,
Yeah.
because I learned the technical analysis of markets,
Yeah.
of any type of market. It could be a crypto market. I know how to trade a crypto market.
Yeah.
I know how to trade a stock market. I know how to trade a foreign exchange market. I know how to trade. I know how to look at a chart. Everything has patterns. You have patterns.
Yes.
You know, and that's all that life is. It's about patterns.
Yeah.
You know, you want to buy when people are fearful. You know, you want to sell when everybody is on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's greed.
Yeah.
You know, so when everybody was, oh, Bitcoin, 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 boom, then Bitcoin dropped. Then Bitcoin went up again, Bitcoin, then it dropped, right? But
Yeah.
it's about knowing when to position yourself with the whales in the market. The whales are the individuals that are extremely wealthy. They put 400 million, 500 million inside of trades, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what's your favorite area to trade in then? Like, is it the crypto?
Forex.
Just the Forex?
Forex. I love Forex, man. But I made a commitment, you know, where in 2022, I'm going to go all in with crypto. I'm going to still trade my Forex.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go all in with crypto, because crypto is just the new wave. It's just the new life, bro.
So now will you start your own like crypto company? Will you join something like you're involved in right now with the IM Academy? Like, or like, is
We
it,
actually offer that. We offer DCX.
so you guys, so you're just gonna, take your energy that you already built up, you know what I mean, through Forex, through the IM Academy, but it already has a crypto branch too?
So IM Academy is a educational platform.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing you guys just consult.
Right. So we have we have one package, you know,
Yeah.
the FRX package, the foreign exchange package. Learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market. We have a DCX package, teach you how to trade within digital currencies, Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum.
Yeah.
Then we have another package that's called HFX. That's high frequency forex. You could trade and make money in minutes.
Yeah.
And we have something that's called ECX as well. We teach you how to create, you know, e-commerce stores online.
Yeah.
And now we're coming out with TLX, and that is a traveling company.
Yes.
So we'll be out with that very, very soon. So it is an umbrella company, you
Yes.
know, but more so mainly focused on helping people become financially free.
Yeah.
You know, independent business owners, they can do what they want when they want. You know? Yep.
So that's dope.
So we could possibly eventually get insurance up on our umbrella. It's that type of company, you know?
Yes. Yeah, that's sweet. So with that, getting into the crypto, like, what are your predictions for 2022? Like, what are you trying to get into? Like, what are you interested in specifically? I know we were talking about the stadium right off rip. So like, and that stadium's what, cryptocurrency.com?
Crypto.com.
Crypto.com.
Yep.
And that's what they name the stadium, but that's also a coin in and of itself.
It's a coin and it's an app. Yeah, but it's an app where people can buy. It started off as an app. And then the app was like, shoot, let's come out with our own crypto, you know?
And then they offered to buy the stadium, I'm guessing.
To buy the stadium.
For marketing, which is huge.
Huge. The sports center, I mean, not sports center, the Staples Center, bro,
that's huge.
Everybody knows about the Staples Center. They bought the Staples Center. So it's like,
how much did they buy it for?
It was like, they said like around 600 million. It was something around.
I feel like that's cheap. I mean,
I do too. That's what I heard. I don't know exactly how much they bought it for, but I know they spent a pretty penny. Yeah, check that out.
Let's see how much crypto.
Yeah.
Crypto.com.
Pay for that. I would love to see it.
Crypto.com stadium. Aiden, how much do you think they set this on a little bit up?
I don't know how much
How much? 700 million.
700 million?
Yep. On December 25th, the deal cost about $700 million. Two people with knowledge of the details. One of the largest sums ever paid for a sporting venue's naming rights. So essentially, that's like the naming rights cost $700 million, dude. That's insane.
Yep.
That's
so
insane.
Just the name of it.
So you're getting into crypto next year. What other future plans, vision do you have then for yourself, and what does that look like?
So, I mean, in all honesty, what I want to do, my passion, where I believe my legacy is going to come from.
Yeah.
And most of my wealth will come from being a movie producer.
Yeah.
Movie producer and movie director. So,
Dog, I'm glad you brought this up because I was thinking, I was like, do you like movies? Because when you listen to my podcast, you're going to find out I ask everybody what's their favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you love movies, then you have a movie list. of like your favorite. So like, what's your top 3 go-to movies?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Number 1.
Yeah, that's number 1 for
Absolutely
sure.
phenomenal movie.
Number 2.
You know there was a Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
And it got burned down?
Yeah, it got burned down.
Now, what was that in Memphis?
I actually don't know where it was at.
We gotta look this up.
Yeah. I did hear about that, but I don't know exactly where it was at.
See, the public education doesn't teach.
No, it ain't.
You know what I mean? They don't be teaching right. Like, especially like being young black man, being myself, young mixed man. Like I was the darkest kid in my school, bro.
What?
Yeah, like that. You wouldn't get that in Chicago. It's so diversified here. But out in PA, like I was one of the darkest kids. Like the other black kid, like he probably was like, you know what I mean? Like he had his glasses on and was like definitely blended in with the white kids. Now I was like definitely like, yo, if you look at me wrong, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I mean? Like, and that's and not to I guess not to personify and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like I was ghetto. It's just I was an angry ass kid.
Right.
I was an angry ass kid, but I grew up in a predominantly white area when my parents split up. So my mom went to jail first, then my mom got out, and then my dad went away. But when he went away, we moved back up to PA where she was from, and that was all white, like where the area was. But when I was with him, we were in the South, so it was like the South. Like we grew up on like we showed horses. We basically raised horses, but it's all black people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all black cowboys. Do you watch that new movie on Netflix, The Harder They Fall?
Nope.
It's like all black cowboys with Idris. Is that his name? Aiden, you just watch Idris Elba?
Yeah, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Dude, sick ass actor. Great movie. But it was Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
It was Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the Tulsa Race Massacre took place on May 31st and June 1st, 1921, when mobs of white residents, some of whom had been deputized and given weapons by city officials, attacked black residents and destroyed homes and businesses of the Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Weapons, guns, explosives, intentionally set fires, or arsons injured 800 plus, 183 serious injuries, exact number unknown. Target is black residents, their homes, businesses, churches, schools, municipal buildings. You know what this reminds me of as I'm reading this?
What?
Is the riots we've experienced over the last year. And in name of Black Lives Matter, trying to bring more light to our culture, our businesses get attacked in the midst of it. You know what I mean? So it's like we're trying to protect and get more freedom and get more equality, but simultaneously, you find people of our race are destroying our own businesses. You know what I mean? So I'm like looking on social media, I'm like, bro, how are we fighting for ourselves, but we're fighting ourselves?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I always look at it like Tupac. You know what I mean? Like trying to bring like, just bringing that clarity to the situation of like the biggest killers is us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Us killing each other like on the streets and just gangbanging and shit like that, where your mom's like, yo, you got to be a leader, not a follower. Because if you're a follower, you're going to end up, you know what I mean? Like in these streets or in a casket, something worse. This is crazy. But I also remember seeing some artwork. I was in Tennessee selling and I met this doctor and he had this mansion.
Right.
And I think he was kind of a musician too, but he was a doctor and I'm selling him a policy. We're going over like $1 million policy. It's a huge policy. And he had his artwork and I was like, what is that? And he's like, this is Black Wall Street. And I was like, is that like something made up? He's like, no, you never heard of Black Wall Street? And I'm like, just for me, it's like an epiphany and like just kind of eye opening to like, dude, they really, even to the educational system, like if you want to like get a world or get a group of people to completely listen to you, you start, you know, as at the seed. You start at like educating them in correspondence with what you want them to know.
Right.
Because now if you only know what I want you to know, you know what I mean? Like you're under my full control. You know what I mean? And I don't want to go off on these theories and stuff like that because we're talking about the movies, but it's good to look into. It's good to educate yourself.
I'm actually gonna watch a documentary about it tonight.
Dude, it's good to look into. It's fire. So number 1 was Wolf of Wall Street. What's your next movie?
My next movie I would have to go when I was younger was like Mike. I like how, you know, he was
You look like Bow Wow.
talking about I got that a couple times, man.
Nah, you look the most like Tyreek.
Tyreek, I get that all the time.
You get stopped. You got to get stopped, bro. You got to people come up to you and like yell at you
all
like,
the time, bro.
why did you do it?
All the time.
Have you seen the meme of him where somebody like yelled at him like, why did you do it? And he's like, it's a movie. Or no, it was a show. It's just a show.
I didn't see that one, but I know many people like really hated him in real life.
Yes,
for the stuff that he did. But that shows the power of the mind. That shows
oh my God,
the power of
50 Cent is a genius, bro.
Yeah. How you can just transmute somebody's mind.
Yes.
You know?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did
So
you hear about the instance when the Joker, he actually passed away because he went crazy?
Heath
He thought
Ledger.
He was really.
Hell yeah.
He thought it was really.
That was
the
Heath
Joker.
Ledger, right? Yeah, dude. Because he stayed in that hotel or wherever he stayed
Yeah.
to like get into that mindset of being like schizophrenic, and like drove him insane. I think he started doing a bunch of drugs and like drinking and that obviously, but it started, the core was like you said, like he drove himself so insane from creating this mindset of the insanity of embodying what he needed to embody to
I
become.
love that. I love actors though. Like,
Is that your next favorite movie? Is the Batman movie?
No. That's actually not my favorite movie. If I could say my favorite movie, man, my third favorite movie.
Yeah.
I would have to put some thought into that.
Yes.
I don't really have like a third favorite movie.
I got a whole list. I'm up to like 17.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I just
love movies.
Period. Yeah.
I'm taking The Office tonight to go see Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
The new Ghostbusters.
Okay.
And then anybody that's here tomorrow, we're going to work a little bit on Thanksgiving. Obviously, we're not going to be selling clients, but just some clerical work, people that are staying, they want to grind and grow their businesses.
Oh yeah, because you have a lot of people that's from not here.
All over the place, dude. We
Right.
ship people out, and it's kind of like our own academy, like
Ship
an
people
insurance
out?
academy. Hell yeah, you know what I mean? Sign them up.
Man.
Nah, we ship them out here. We get this shit cracking.
Yeah, facts.
But tomorrow, for the people, I'm gonna take them later in the day to go see that new zombie, that Resident Evil.
Okay, yeah.
But I love movies, bro.
Mhm.
Absolutely love movies. If you could meet any actor, who would you want to meet?
If I could meet any actor, who would
Yeah.
I want to meet? Man, if I could say anybody, it would be in between two. Will Smith,
Yeah,
all right, and it would be in between Denzel Washington.
I was thinking Denzel Washington too. So what's
It's
your
the mindset, bro? The mindset.
Denzel Washington got some fire motivational videos, and he's also got the Equalizer movies.
Yeah.
Are absolutely insane. Safe House, great ass movie. What's the movie with him in a cop movie?
The cop movie. I can't think.
Bro,
of it.
it's a fire movie. That movie's fire. They're gonna know. The listeners are gonna know.
I love James Bond movie too.
Yeah,
James-
00. Did you watch
James
the
Bond
newest
movie.
one?
I did.
Yeah, it's
I did.
clean. It's a clean movie.
I don't have a favorite. I just love
Movies.
Period. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
But Wolf of Wall Street is definitely like my favorite though. for sure.
Absolutely. Just
Yeah.
because aside from the illegal stuff and all the drugs and the excess of women, we can definitely relate to that hustle,
Yeah.
that grind, that mindset of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a matter of can it be done. It's a matter of when it's gonna get done.
Yeah, and the work ethic, you know.
The work ethic, bro.
Work ethic, yeah.
The work ethic and the lifestyle. And that brings me
Relentlessness.
and with the relentlessness brings me into now I just saw you went to Dubai. Is
Yeah.
that the coolest place you've ever been?
Coolest place I've ever been in my life.
Dude, tell me about Dubai, bro. You living.
Dubai was so amazing because everybody was nice. That's first on my list.
Yeah?
You know, because you living in
I heard there's no
America.
dogs.
Did not see a dog out there.
I heard they like beat dogs.
I don't know about all that, but I know that, you know, they're some of the most kindest people, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
gonna speak to you. You know, the restaurant's gonna treat you so amazing.
Yep.
You know, top tier customer service there.
Yeah.
And I mean the scenery is
Dude, you were
phenomenal.
eating up in the air.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
was that?
It's called Dinner in the Sky. Yeah, dinner. It was dinner.
Bro,
in the
you
sky.
had a 5-star meal. Like, how many feet up were you?
I think they said it was probably like 10 stories up.
Yeah, dude. So
10,
you're talking
10
about
or 20 stories. It was in between that range. It was pretty high though, for sure.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about 100, 200 feet in the air.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. What was the best part about the trip? And everything looked like, was it Versace? It looked like everything was,
It was
like
a Versace hotel.
Yeah,
Versace
bro.
Hotel. Yeah. It was a Versace hotel. The best experience in Dubai would honestly be me zip lining from that. I don't know if you've seen a video. Have you ever
I
seen
think so. I think I saw the zip lining.
When?
I was watching everything. It was on your
I don't-
stories,
I don't-
bro.
I don't think you've seen it. I didn't even post it on my story, but you got to see it right now.
All right,
know
maybe
we
I
on
just
it.
assumed the dinner in the sky was a zip line too.
You got to see it right now, bro. It was. You're gonna be like, whoa, you really did that? Yes, bro. It was literally fire.
We're gonna wrap up with that. You want to go eat?
Mhm.
I don't know if you got anything on your schedule. You want to go eat after this?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Definitely.
I
Because
go grab a quick
I'm on
fish.
this fast. I'm on this fast. 20-hour fast.
Are you
4 hours
done?
Eating. No, I'm done at 8. So I was definitely eat before this.
Yeah, let's just knock it out. Just tell
squeeze
them.
it in, man, for sure. But that, if I could say anything, I'm gonna definitely show you. But that was my favorite. That was at a very super tall building, bro.
Yeah.
And zip line all the way down over like water and everything.
Dude,
So,
that's
yeah.
nuts. That's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Favorite books as we wrap up. I can't think we brought so much value. There's things if people listen to this the whole way through, they'll find things they can pick out and implement and apply to life and apply to their businesses and their relationships. But I like to wrap up with things that are going to bring people value. And I think, maybe your favorite book or maybe 2, 3, whatever you're thinking.
My favorite book of all time right now has to be The Kabbalion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I think I got it.
Because it talks about the hermetic laws of the universe.
Yep.
Rhythm. People are going to be up, people are going to be down. I love it talks about polarity.
I'm going to text her right now to make sure I get this book again because I want to say I told her to get it, but I don't know if I did.
Good and you have good and bad. You have hot and cold. You have, summer, you have winter. But at the end of the day,
how do I spell it? The Kabbalion?
Yeah. The Kabbalion. I think that's how you spell it.
And who's it by?
The 3 initiates. So they don't even know who it's by. They said this book actually came out before the Bible. That's how long it came out ago.
Damn.
It was people that was like hermeticists, and people talk about alchemy and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it goes over the principles though.
Yeah, bro. This book impacted you because just the passion you have right now reminds me of when you brought it up probably 3-4 months ago when we had dinner. And you were like the Kabbalion, bro, the best book. And I was like, what did you just say?
It shows you the powers that we have.
Yeah.
As in transmuting your mind. Before, because I was listening to it on my way.
Well, that's what's in Think and Grow Rich and that's in the last chapter is sexual transmutation. So transmuting that energy, that sexual energy into power. And instead of just like getting it every day and every night, how some of us young men could be, taking that energy and actually converting it positively and intentionally into your business to get even more impact out of your business and your personal life.
What chapter is that?
Chapter 14, I'm pretty sure. Think and Grow Rich.
I need to go give that to one of my friends. Yeah.
He on the prowl, baby.
Man, yeah. But, actually, because I'm on Bible study every single morning.
Yep.
So
not on the prowl in the morning.
Yeah, the Bible is one of my favorite books
as
well.
Yes.
So the Kabbalion.
I like Proverbs. I've been reading Proverbs the last 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all my mentors had me reading is Proverbs.
Talks about seeking wisdom, bro.
Book of wisdom, bro.
Yeah. And then the last book that I could give you right now, I've read a lot of books, bro. I've read a lot of
Absolutely.
books. But the Kabbalion is one that stood out to me.
Yep.
The Bible is the book that stood out to me. And then the last book that really stood out, I would say the 4 Agreements.
The 4 Agreements?
Yeah. 4 Agreements. Never assume.
Yep.
They talk about never assume.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the 4 Agreements.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up, adding value, now let's see if anybody's interested in what it is you do. Where can people find you? What can bring you value from the people that are listening? Maybe they're interested in trading with you or what all do you want to promote right now?
Yeah. So, first things first, what's actually coming up, which is tax season.
Yep.
Guys, if you have any questions, I'll give you a free tax estimate.
Yep.
Also, I could be able to help you out with your tax and make sure you get all of the tax breaks.
Yep.
And if you are a person that is going to be getting their taxes done, and looking for a tax return, I'm going to be able to get you the largest refund possible. So taxes, you all can reach me on Instagram at Real Life Chosen One. Or my phone number, 773-562-9470. And you'll see, if you live in Chicago and you're watching this right now, you're going to see my core class signs all over the place,
Okay.
And then also, I want to promote the educational platform that I'm partnered up with, I Am Academy.
Yep.
We actually help people learn how to make money from home. It's a plethora amount of things that we teach people. But the main thing is how to become financially free, which gives you the ability to do what you want when you want. All right. And then the last thing that I have to promote, man, is honestly just myself.
Yes.
Real Life Chosen One.
Yes.
You go follow me on Instagram at Real Life Chosen One. I'm going to provide as much value as I can. And over this next year, I'm going to bring, the Instagram space and the world so much value and so many more different businesses coming up, man. So
let's go. Well, this was fire. Make sure you guys check out Real Life Chosen. Absolute stud, bro. You know what I mean? You're beyond worth millions and everything in the world that has to offer you and whatever the future has to bring you, bro. So this was awesome. Thank you for sharing your time with us and hope you all have a blessed day. Let's go.